Y'all go ahead and give him praise today. Whatever's coming tomorrow, how many believe in God to see tomorrow? And whatever's coming tomorrow, how many know it's coming? So why worry about it? I said, why worry about it? You got to get up, do something. You got to be like the birds. You got to be active. You got to keep flying. And if one hit the window and died, the other one's still flying. Y'all heard about the bird laying on his back? And people pass by and ask the bird, why you laying there? That's what one looked like laying outside my yard. And they asked the bird, why are you laying on your back? Because it's normal for a bird to what? Fly. So you have no business laying here with your wings up. And the bird says, haven't you heard? The sky is falling. So you got to do what you got to do. In other words, he planned, if the sky fall, I'm going to catch it. Are y'all ready? I'm going to still, somebody say I'm going to still fly. Y'all ought to receive that with a little enthusiasm. Even though I said it before, but you still worrying. Somebody say, I'm going to still fly. Come on, say it real loud. I'm going to still fly. I want to skip somewhere real quick. Revelation. I want you to go to Revelation. And I want you to know, Revelation, I know we don't like to mess with that book. Revelation chapter 2. But I want to show you something today before I end. Jesus knows your faith. Say that real loud. Jesus knows. My faith. Say, he knows how strong I am and when I'm pretending. When he told John to write Revelations, if you go there, chapter 2, did I say? In chapter 2, verse 3, or 2 or 3, and we'll read verse 1 so you can get a little gist. I want to get down to verse 13. In verse 1, notice what it says. So, in other words, you can't fool God in the time of adversity. Tell your neighbor that one time. So you can't fool God, in the time of adversity. I know I told you I wasn't going to let you mess with your neighbor, but sometimes they need to hear it from somebody else. Verse 1 of Revelation chapter 2. And the angel of the church of Ephesus. And the angel of the what? Church of Ephesus. The angel of the what? Church of Ephesus. He says, to the angel of the church of Ephesus, write these things. Says he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands. In verse 2, read aloud with me. I know your works. Come on, verse 2, read aloud with me. I know your works. So he says to John, write this to the church and let them know I know them. Do you know today God knows every one of us who believe him and those who don't? All right. Just because you're in a place that teaches faith don't mean you're walking in it. Just because you're around faith people don't mean you have the same faith. Just because you were born in a family that believed God don't mean you believe God. How many know it's personal and it's individual? And the Lord knows how big you are inside and out. Just because you quote 3 scriptures don't mean you have a conviction about it. People got it hanging in their house every day. Family prays together, stay together, and they all split up. You got to have more than bulletin points. You got to have more than pictures and posters. Write to the church and let them know adversity is coming and I know where you stand. Amen. Speak to the house today and let them know tomorrow is coming. But what are you doing today? How many know we can be nowhere prepared for tomorrow if we can't handle today? Had a hard day at work. Oh, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Get up and go the next day. And thank God you got through the hard day. Amen? I've been tired. I've gone to it. But I'll sit on the couch when I'm getting ready to take a mental break, and I'll just go to sleep. Period. My daughter woke me up New Year's Eve. I did that New Year's Eve. I had some things to do during that. I said, and she came and yelled at me, Daddy, do you know what time it is? I opened my eyes and jumped up. I said, where am I going? I was like, what's going on? Because I was out. And she said, You're going to church. There's church tonight. Because I got in that spot. Are y'all hearing me? And I was like, what are you panicking about? It's only 9. She's like, get up, get dressed. Some of us got to learn how to take a rest. How many know the Lord knows us? I know your works, your labor, your patience, and that you cannot bear, listen to it, those who are evil. How many know the Lord knows how much you can take? Didn't it say in Corinthians, he will not allow you to be tempted with no more than what you're able to bear? How many know what you're going through right now? The Lord has already prepared you to bear it. And if you can't bear it, he gave you a way of escape. And he won't allow you to be tempted above what you're able. So shout now. Anybody getting my point? Don't keep telling I can't take this. He's saying, yes, you can. I can't handle this, Lord. It's heavy. He's saying you can handle it. But he knows our fears and our weakness. Come on, somebody. I can sit here and tell you don't worry, but I've had opportunities to worry. Worry will present itself. All of us have been candidates for worry, doubt, and fear. Amen. Don't sit in here and try to be spiritual and looking your nose down at somebody else. Amen. Don't sit here and you shout now because you ain't going through nothing. That's why those of you that are being sustained right now ought to be shouting louder, and those that you're going through ought to look at their shout and join them. And the strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak. Don't sit here and keep looking at me all cute. Don't keep giving me that finger point praise. Don't keep trying to be good. Say that, preacher. Say that. No, you're going to go through some stuff. And God knows you've been sitting up here in the church all this time. Are you ready for your tomorrow? He knows the job laying off. Way before it lays off. He's been preparing you spiritually to get ready. He told you when you were shopping, don't buy that right now. He said, no, you don't need the new car. Name that I ain't blessed you, but you need to put that on hold. But some of you will press your way anyway. You're still shopping. You're still buying. You go and get the new car. He said, I'm keeping you in this one right now. And when the time for the new one, I'm going to let you know. And you're going to ride out of there in glory. He said, go back in the closet, get the outfit. Go wear the stuff you ain't worn for a while. But Lord, it's on clearance. Clear your butt up out of here. Are y'all hearing me? Clear yourself up out of this store. Set something aside. Be ready to sow a seed because God wants to multiply seed sown. Don't sit there when you got the seed in your hand and don't do what you need to do now. Because the evil day is coming. Oh, I wish I had some believers. Sometimes I am sparked just to give. I need to do. I just said that to the Lord the other day. I need to do more. I need to give. I'm going back to school. Amen. I said, I need this. This ain't for me. This is so it frees me up. I need to be able to give more. I need to be able to demonstrate. I need this church built. So I need to, if nobody else won't let it loose, put it in my hand. Test me. So I need this license for this, and I need that for that. It ain't for me. But I'm going to take my passion and turn it into money. Amen. 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 Come on. I don't sit here and make the church my source. The Lord has shown me, some of you coming, he knows right where you are. If you can leave me in a text or a phone call or a letter, we ain't really that close. And our show ain't going to depend on you for dinner. Now, those of you faithful, those of you here, you're faithful. And God knows he's setting you up. Some of y'all, he's setting you up to be a blessing. And that's why when you're a business-minded business person, you got to prepare for tomorrow. Don't eat it all up today. You got to know when to sow seed, and he gives you bread for your food, and he increased the fruits of your righteousness. He says, tell the church, I know you. Does anybody know God knows you? And so he allows that adversity to come to see how strong you really are. Not only people hollering, I got your hands, I'm hold your arms up, and then I'm falling backwards. Y'all better think about even the people around you. I see commercials on TV, and they ask this question, insurance company, and they'll show a family and a man with a check in his hand, and they say, what if you disappear? And how does it affect your family? Then this child was getting ready to go to college, so they take off her robe, and they took the house out of the picture. Because they said, if something happened to you, you haven't prepared for those coming by. Some of us are just bless my four and no more. You follow my little grandson, every time he see me, hey, you got $1, granddaddy? And his parents be say, stop it. You don't ask your granddaddy for $1. But I have to make sure I got $1 in my pocket. And he'll put it this way sometimes, you got any cash money? That's how smart he got. Because we using all these cards. And he know that card won't help at the concession stand. Certain places I can't use your card. And it's only 4. And sometimes they're holding them back. They be holding them back, trying to teach them right. You don't beg. And so he'll say, you got any cash money? Now, what I look like broke all the time? Are y'all hearing me? He's looking. I told my wife, he's watching me. We passed this school the other day, riding by yesterday. He says, that's our church. I said, he's paying attention. He says, Smitha is our church. You don't realize how much little people are watching you, and you can't be little when the little one's watching you. You can't, I ain't got no money. Money don't grow on trees. He doesn't need a stingy granddaddy. He doesn't need a broke granddaddy. His older sister, she's learned, she's the oldest. She said, boy, you just spoiled. Your granddaddy just got you spoiled. And I asked her if she needed anything. No, granddaddy, I'm all right. It's all right, baby, take it. But she's being dignified, respectful. Are y'all hearing me? Christians God knows it. I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to end. God knows where you are. Somebody say, I can't fool God, and I can't fake it. See, I can pray you, I can baptize you in oil, pour it all down your head. But if you don't believe nothing, ain't nothing changing. Some of y'all kind of perked up at me and I said, medicine. I'm going to take my medicine. Just keep swallowing your pills. I'm trying to get you to swallow some gospel. I don't care nothing about your pills because they ain't healing you anyway. So you swallow those until Jesus returned. You still got the same issue every time you go back to the doctor. And they said, I'm going to increase it or decrease it, or I'm going to add something to it. And then you go back and say, well, my head swelled up last time. Well, let me give you something to make your head go down. Now your head go down, you got little feet too. How y'all following me? Now you walk around like a cartoon character because I don't swallow my pill. God knows where your faith is. Don't shout we can build and we won't give towards the building. Don't say we can do it and won't do anything. God knows where our faith is. All I'm telling you, if y'all trust in the doctor, why won't we trust God? We'll go in front of the doctor, a strange man, take our clothes off. They'll say strip, you drop the whole robe. Why y'all find? You don't have no wedding ring, you don't have no relationship. You don't know his first name. You don't know his date of birth. Come on. It could be the janitor that stole him a little white coat. And he walk up in your room and say, I need to see everything. You know, blam. Turn sideways. Bend over. You just get everything. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all sitting up here trying to play me, so I might as well take it there. I'm trying to tell you, God knows whether you believe or not. And if you can strip naked in front of a stranger, and then we tell you, come up here at the altar and worship. I don't want to get on my knees. I want to get my clothes dirty, but you strip in front of a doctor. They have access to touch whatever they... Y'all say amen or not.
Amen.
And you don't even say, what's your first name? They don't give you no license, no marriage papers, no nothing. He just said, I'm the doctor. How many believe Jesus is the doctor today? Y'all don't like it this way, but I'm putting it straight. The Lord knows whether you believe. Stop trying to fool me. You can fool me some of the time. You can't fool God none of the time. Well, Pastor, I want to work my marriage out, and I really want to be married. In your heart, you're like, I can't stand him. I want him out of here. But you sit up and counsel and lie. It's quiet. Some of you planning your divorce, you planning your separation. You already practice taking vacations by yourself. I'm talking to married people. A couple times, yeah, I got to go somewhere by myself. You already practicing. And pretending you want to be married. And then we up here just praying and sweating over you. And how y'all found it? Oh, just believe in God. Oh, in the name of Jesus. Oh, God, mend them. God needs to change some of our hearts.
Right. That's right.
You already got a secret account set up. You already hide money. You already looking at property on your own.
That's right.
Excuse me. You done met with a couple real estate folk already. Are y'all following me? So you know this going to break up. You're not planning to stay together. But I'm up here praying. Got hands all over you. I could just preach and say, y'all go home now. Go! If you're not going to believe this. Pastor, pray for my children. You got 12-year-olds that's wayward and rebellious, and you're doing nothing to discipline them. People telling the children, Pastor going to get you when he see you. I'm not the daddy.
That's it.
Amen.
Because if they were mine, they would have been tore up. Are y'all found? I ain't say tore up. Tore up. That's when you tear them up and take the R out of it. Are y'all following me? You don't need correct language for that. You tore up. That's what your parents say. They tear you up. You were tore up, not tore. You ain't tore up. You tore up. That's without an R. I done whooped the R out of your tail. And then you bringing them up here 17. Yeah, we're going to pray them through, but there's got to be some consistency at home. The Lord knows you letting them listen to anything, do anything. And you come up here trying to cast the devil out of them. Every devil come out, they take 7 more with them. Come on, your children more familiar with Beyonce and Lil Wayne than they are Jesus. I've asked some children, they tell me they don't even know who Jesus is. That means they're not hearing it at home. Y'all hear me today? I got it in, but God knows where we are. I know your work, your labor, your patience, and that you cannot bear those who are evil. And you have what? Tested those who say they are apostles, and you find out they are not. And have found them to be what? Some of y'all run with any ministry gift that fly through that's new. The Lord knows some of you. Anything you know. Pastor, have you heard? Over there, they ain't wearing no clothes. Over there, they ain't doing that. We ain't trying to be what's over there. You're running after everything. That's why everybody, if y'all notice in our day and age, every minister got to have some kind of title. Everybody got to be an apostle or a bishop. You got some folk that don't even have a church building or people. The other day they showed one pastor a storefront church and he just bought a $100,000 Bentley. And he's taking government money he's supposed to be feeding people with. I don't know how true the story is, but it shouldn't be out there. And the point they trying to make, he riding around in a Bentley, and his church ain't got enough room to change his mind. But we gave you this money to feed the hungry. And instead of feeding the hungry, you trying to look like a pimp. Ain't nothing wrong with a Bentley, but we ought to earn it honestly. We ought to get it right. And if you can't afford it, you don't need it. My brothers always say, when you going to get you a Bentley? I said, when I got a Bentley budget. Stupidity walking around. I don't even want a Bentley. But what am I trying to prove? But that's the image that we're trying to paint. And the Lord said, I know you. What's going to come is some adversity. The other pastor just going life in jail for child trafficking. Oh, y'all money? Okay. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. I'm telling you, the Bible telling you, I know these false apostles. But how did these people get caught up in that? Running behind it. How did this rapper get 13-year-old, 14-year-old children in his house? Parents had to release them. How dare you take my 13, 14-year-old child and they tell me they ain't coming home? You ain't going to have no house when I get there. And then I'm not expecting my 13-year-old to follow somebody like that. But that's what we pushing behind the scenes. That's why they don't know the praise songs. That's why they don't want to be in the praise song. I don't want to be there stay. But you're going to follow some rapper. Shame on the parents. Well, they want to get in music. We big Christians, we real Christians, but they want to be in the music. But you're not a Christian in my eyes. What I'm going to send my 13-year-old off with some grown man. I don't care what kind of song you singing. You better be in the heavenly choir. The archangel of heaven. Stupidity. I got it in. I said it 3 times. You being smart for? You're going to be evicted off the front row pretty soon. I'm going to give you your marching papers in a... Verse 13, I got it in. I got it in. Thank you for the 4th time reminding me. Verse 12 says, and the angel of the church of Pergamos, right, these things say he who has the sharp two-edged sword. He has the what? Sharp two-edged sword. What did he say to them? I know your works. And where you are, where you dwell, where Satan's throne is. How many know God knows right where we live?
That's right.
And we're at the throne of Satan, to and fro in the earth. And you hold fast to my what? Name. And did not deny my faith, even in the days in which Antipas was what? My faithful martyr. He was killed, who was killed among you, where Satan dwells. See, God knows those who are going to run and those who are going to stand up and faith. Somebody say real loud, God knows my faith. Stand on your feet.
Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. We air our broadcast Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Sundays at 11 o'clock a.m. You can also watch the messages on YouTube at Covenant Christian Ministries and our updated mobile app. Stay connected and keep everything Covenant right at your fingertips. Stay updated with events, messages, and pertinent information concerning the ministry through the new CCM app. You can now watch your favorite sermon series in a whole new way. Just add the Covenant Christian Ministries channel app to your television through Roku or Amazon Prime Video. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CCM Marietta. Also, visit our website, covenantchristianministries.org. Join us online every week for a word from God through Pastor Anderson. Be sure to comment and let us know that you're watching. There are 4 easy ways to give to Covenant Christian Ministries. You can give online at covenantchristianministries.org. You can also give using the CCM mobile app. If you have a PayPal account, you can give directly from the PayPal app using the Friend and Family option. You can also go to paypal.me/Covenant Christian Men. Lastly, you can always give by mail at P.O. Box 4065, Marietta, Georgia 30061. Your support makes ministry happen. Thank you again for joining us. Have a great week.